ROM flash smoothly. Things turn very smoothly. This is the QS panel of the One UI 8, which is actually portrait ROM, which got flashed smoothly on the Galaxy S10 5G Exynos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So today I got Galaxy S10 5G Exynos chipset mobile phone. My mobile phone bootloader is already unlocked. I got the Android 16 custom ROM on this mobile phone. This is the Evolution X custom ROM. Well, you know that the One UI 8 official custom ROM, the ported ROM, got released for the Galaxy S10 series, only the Exynos one. I downloaded the ROM, which belongs to the S10 5G, and today I'm going to flash on this mobile phone. If you want to appreciate my work, do not forget to like the video, do not forget to share it with others, and do not forget to subscribe my channel also. Click or tap the subscribe button, click or tap the bell icon, click or tap the select all. Thank you so much. First of all, your mobile phone bootloader must be unlocked. If mobile phone bootloader is not unlocked, you cannot flash anything on the mobile phone. If you don't know how to unlock the bootloader, I have already uploaded a video with an easy steps how to unlock the bootloader of the Samsung Galaxy mobile phones easily and properly. You can watch that video, link provided in my video description. Second thing is to check the mobile phone battery. It must be charged. In case if the battery is below 30%, charge the mobile phone battery first, right? Save all the internal storage data like your recent call list if it is important for you, all the messages, make a backup, and all the internal storage data like your pictures, videos, or your WhatsApp data, because everything will get formatted. If you have logged in the Samsung account, then remove the Samsung account, otherwise the recovery will not get flash. Same way, sync your Google account, remove it to avoid issues. Turn off the lock screen by selecting swipe. These are the things that we have to do before starting the procedure. If you have done all these things, simply power off the mobile phone. These are the files that we have to download. Download the Odin 3.14.1 and then must extract it in same folder. This is the TWRP recovery pack for the G977B and G977N. My mobile phone model number is G977N, and this is the official release, the latest version of the One UI 8 3.1.0 for the Galaxy S10 5G. We have to download the cleaner file and as well the repartition file also. Let me show how to download these files. Link provided. This is the official server where from where we can download the files. You can see that the ROM name 3.1.0 is the version. Changelog, if you want to read, you can click here. So here is the repartitioner file and the cleaner file provided for the Galaxy S10 series 9820 only Exynos, right? Click this link to download the repartitioner file and click this link to download the cleaner file. Now you need to check the code name of the mobile phone. For example, beyond0 LTE is the code name of the Galaxy S10e. You can search, like if you have Galaxy S10, if you don't know what is the code name of your mobile phone, you can search it on your on the Google. For example, the Beyond 2 LTE is the codename of the Galaxy S10 Plus, and Beyond X is the codename of the Galaxy S10 5G. All you have to do is to click the ROM file link to download the ROM file, and also click the Odin pack link to download the Odin pack also. Just check, zip file is the ROM file, tar file is for the the TWRP Odin pack file, right? And in case if you haven't installed the Samsung Android USB driver on the Windows, so link provided, must download the driver and install it, so Windows will detect the mobile phone after connecting it. Open the extracted folder of the Odin, double click to double click Odin to open it, click OK. On Odin, click AP slot, go to the downloaded folder where you have downloaded the file, right? Double click to select the Odin pack file. Okay, coming back towards the mobile phone, advice to use the USB 2 to Type C data cable. Check if your computer laptop have the USB 2.0 port, must use the 2.0 port. Other side of the data cable must be connected with computer, and use a good quality of data cable for charging and for flashing. Now check the mobile phone must be totally power off. Now we have to boot the phone into Odin mode. Well, the mobile phone is old, the buttons must be working properly. If the buttons didn't press properly, the mobile phone will not get boot into desired mode. Press and hold the volume down key, Bixby key, connect the data cable with the mobile phone. In few seconds, you will see warning screen, release both keys, right? This is the screen from where you can unlock the bootloader. My mobile phone OEM unlocking is already turned on. That's why I can see volume up, long press, device unlock mode. Well, my mobile phone bootloader is already unlocked. So I will press the volume up key once to boot the phone into Odin mode. Now, in case if your Odin mode screen showing KG state, right now I cannot see on my mobile phone because I have the custom ROM. But in case if your mobile phone Odin mode screen showing KG state, it must show checking. Otherwise, the recovery will not get flash. So the phone is connected with the computer booted already into Odin mode. Coming back towards the computer screen, on the Odin click options and take the auto reboot, go back to log, click start, but before check COM4 means that COM4 or whatever COM number you see means that Odin detected the mobile phone. Now click start to start flashing the recovery file. Okay, pass message means done. Exit the Odin, go back to the downloaded folder. Coming back towards the mobile phone screen. Now we have to boot the phone into TWRP from the Odin mode screen. So phone still booted into Odin mode, right? Now I need your concentration. You need to check the buttons must be working properly. If in case any button not working properly, the mobile phone will not boot into desired mode. For booting the phone into TWRP from the Odin mode screen, press all the four buttons at same time, like volume up, volume down, Bixby key and power key. When mobile phone restart, release the volume down key first. Okay. Now when you see Samsung logo, release the power key. Okay, you see that the phone didn't shows the Samsung logo because the button didn't press properly. The Bixby key is actually not working properly. That's why I got into this problem. So I will try once again. Doesn't matter if the mobile phone is power off. I will press the volume up key, volume down key, and Bixby key and power key. When mobile phones vibrates, I will release the volume down key first. Okay. And then I will release the power key also as well because I see the Samsung logo, and I will release rest both keys like after 5 seconds. The phone will boot into TWRP. So I got the team and recovery on my mobile phone. Swipe to allow modification, then tap wipe, tap format data, type YES. Well, you see that my mobile phone suddenly got power off because the Bixby key didn't press properly. The Bixby key of my mobile phone is little bit hard pressing it. That's why. So that's why I already mentioned that the buttons must be working properly to boot the phone into desired mode. Okay, but I did boot the phone into TWRP. Doesn't matter if the phone gets power off, you can repeat the procedure that I just showed, and yes, the phone will boot into TWRP. Well, the data formatting done, go back to main screen, tap reboot and tap recovery. Doesn't matter if the phone shows no OS install, still swipe to reboot. Swipe to allow modifications. Okay, coming back towards the computer screen. Well, you can see that these Samsung beyondx is the internal storage of my mobile phone, which is currently I can see on my computer screen. So I will copy the repartition file first from the from the downloaded folder. Then I will go to the internal storage of the mobile phone and I will paste the file here. Okay, I got the file. Coming back towards the mobile phone screen, well, tap install, then select the repartition file first by tapping on it and then swipe to start flashing. It will take a time and the phone will auto reboot when the flashing done. Wait here. Swipe to allow modifications. Once again, tap wipe, tap format data, type YES, Must do the format data after flashing the repartition file. When done, go back to main screen, tap reboot, tap recovery. Doesn't matter, swipe to reboot. Swipe to allow modifications. So I will go back to my computer screen. The internal storage got appears. Now this time copy the ROM file 3.1.0 and the cleaner file from the computer hard drive from the downloaded folder. Go to the internal storage of the mobile phone and paste both files on the internal storage. So I got both files copied on my internal storage. So right now I am done from the computer. Coming back towards the mobile phone screen, disconnect the cable from the mobile phone. And tap install. Select the cleaner file first by tapping on it and swipe. So the mobile phone will reboot the recovery automatically when flashing done. Wait for it. Swipe to allow modifications. Okay, tap install once again. Select the ROM file by tapping on it and then swipe to start flashing it. It will take a time. We have to wait here. The ROM flashing done, right? And I also receive a few messages that the mobile phone is not starting booting. It stuck on the logo. Well, in this case, always do this that after flushing the ROM, in case if your phone is having this problem that ROM is actually not booting, mobile phone stuck on the logo, then after flushing, tap wipe cache Dalvik, swipe it. When done, then tap reboot system. So the mobile phone, this one will stay little while on the Samsung Galaxy logo and then it will start booting to the One UI 8 ported ROM. The first boot will not take that much time. So the welcome screen of the One UI 8 finally got appears on my mobile phone, which is Galaxy S10 5G, which will not get the stock official One UI 8. So I will complete the setup screen. So in case if you see that your country is not listed here in this list, well, I can see that my country is not here in this list. You can go for any your neighbor country or simply tap United Kingdom, then tap restart. So the phone got restart and I will continue to complete the setup screen. The welcome tone. Yes, I hear that. So the wallpaper of the Galaxy S25 Ultra, I hope so, finally is on my Galaxy S10 5G. ROM flash smoothly, things turn very smoothly. This is the QS panel of the One UI 8, which is actually portrait ROM, which got flashed smoothly on the Galaxy S10 5G Exynos. The ROM is pre-rooted. You can use the modules to make the device certified or to get the strong integrity, and updater application pre-installed with the ROM, camera application over there, Viper FX application also there, Gemini. So these are the default applications coming with the ROM. If I tap these settings, then this is the Galaxy AI. Login Samsung account, take benefits using the Galaxy AI, and rest all things provided. If I go tapping about phone, my mobile phone model number is G977N. Yes, S10 5G. And if I tap software information, so this is what I got right now on my mobile phone. Let me make the brightness little bit higher. Okay, done. So phone got One UI 8 on the Galaxy S10 5G and White 16. So baseband version provided, kernel version, and the build number. If you can see the code name beyondx. If you follow the steps properly, yes, you will also get the ROM on your mobile phone. Friends of yours, if they see One UI 8 on your mobile phone, they will ask how you did that. You can tell them to watch my video, because in case if they want, they can also proceed the procedure to get the One UI 8. Do not forget to like the video. Do not forget to subscribe my channel. Also stick with my channel. See you next time. Take good care of yourself. Bye bye.